Oh, good Phil Atkinson. What is he, 3-time, 4-time senior champion?
Yeah, multiple senior champion, and with a lot of lap records and a lot of beaten juniors to prove his points as well.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Good to see Mitch Ducran back out there on the track,
Yep.
actually. He retired from race number 3 earlier on this morning. He's in the middle of that third row. Green flag at the back, so all eyes on the lights. Out go the lights, and we are away racing. 7 laps for these guys, and it's a good start from Josh Harvey, the man who's taken 3 race wins out of 3 so far this weekend. And Toby Finnis will be right at the sharp end as well, but that looks to be, was that Logan Stone potentially? He was in the middle of row number 2.
He was, yeah. No, I think Logan made a good start there, so I know that'll please Matt Weatherall, because Matt's been working very closely with Logan to try and improve his lap times, and has been quite successful in that. As we watch him go down to Wilson's for the first time, we're seeing quite a bit of action down there this weekend. We'll be quite happy if we don't see any more, though, as they round their way there quite safely, everybody through. We're up to Palmer's. Not been a lot of action at Palmer's, which is a good thing. It's a very fast place to get it wrong as Josh Harvey leads the field. Oh, look at Logan Stone, though. He's having a break. Is that Travis Rooker?
Yeah,
He's alongside.
Yep, it is.
He's playing the braking duel with Travis Rooker, who, of course, is on the twin there as they disappear into Agostini's as they come out, which is where Logan's been struggling. It is Rooker who gets the advantage.
Yeah, it certainly is Adam Jameson. Looks like Adam Jameson may have lost a position as he came out of Agostini's in towards Hamilton's. Didn't quite catch who it was, but he's trying to get that position back. And then it is Mitch Ducran up next. Morgan Creasy a couple of spaces back ahead of Jordan Kilworth. But as they go round Oggies on towards Williams and then down the back straight for the first time of 7, it is going to be the number 11 of Josh Harvey who leads the way. And he's been the only rider in this class to go underneath the 2-minute bracket, Keith. 2:06 in race number 1, 2:05 in race 2, 1:59.8 in race number 3. Nobody else underneath 2:02.
No, absolutely. Josh Harvey's been very much the class of the field. We often say this about Josh Harvey when he comes out to play. Unfortunately, I think his work commitments that mean Josh can't attend as many meetings as he'd like. Don't really get a chance to catch up with Josh, unfortunately. I never seem to see him in the paddock, but here he comes now around corner. Look at that lead. That's ridiculous, the lead he's got already. He really is pushing on very hard indeed.
I'm going to try and stay on a lap record watch, because earlier on today, Toby Finnis and the Super Twins did a 2-minute 1.760, and the lap record is a 2-minute 1.667 from Zach Weston. So he's less than a tenth of a second away from it as Josh Harvey comes across the line at the end of lap 1. Here's Travis Rooker. Then it is going to be Logan Stone. I think that was Ben Brown who was just behind him. Ben Brown, the second of the twins, 4th behind Logan Stone. Then it's Adam Jameson, Mitch Ducran, Toby Finnis, Morgan Creasy, Rob Saltmer and Jordan Kilworth rounding out the top 10. Then it's David Langley, Hayden Kilworth, Terry Smith on bike number 69. Then it's Ransom, Farr, May, Kingston, Priestley, Houghton, Andy Houghton, who's on the TSL timing screen showing he's dropping 4, but of course he started at the back of the grid. That would have been 26th, and he's up to 19th, so that's 7 positions gained for Andy Houghton on the opening lap.
Toby Finnis in the twins, he unfortunately doesn't make such a good start there. He loses 6 places. Who did you say was very close to the lap record in the early? Was it Toby?
It was Toby.
It was indeed Toby. Okay, let's see what the farmer from, I think he's quite local to here actually, if I remember rightly. Don't worry about where he's from at the moment. We're going to worry about the racing, because we don't need to get boring as there from there, as Josh Harvey tucks his way round Oggies for the second time, opening up the gap between himself and Travis Rooker by quite a margin. But obviously they're in different classes, so it's Logan Stone who's in second of the class at the moment. So Logan probably a little bit too far back to challenge Josh for the lead, but nonetheless he'll take 20 points and a silver medal if he possibly can. Adam Jameson was behind Ben Brown as well, so that's a little bit of a gap for Logan Stone there. Mitch Ducran made up a reasonable start, got a couple of places at the start there. I thought he got off the line rather well as the leader now. He goes purple in sector 1. That's the fastest lap of this race though, so it doesn't actually give us too much to get excited about at this stage, because you do expect people to go the fastest somebody to go fastest in the first sector on the first flying lap.
That's an impressive lead he's got, isn't it? As he goes
it is
into
a
Norwich.
huge lead he's got. Yep. You've got to go back to about 5th or 6th place before you see any side-by-side action. We're going to concentrate on the lead though. Good move into Murray's there for a place for somebody over the line there. And what's the opening bid on the lap? Oh dear, come on, Reagan, it's time. Come on, give me a time. All right, let's not worry about it. Let's worry about Travis Rooker in second, Ben Brown, Mitch Ducran. That's the three twins having their own little battle there. 202.474. What are we looking for? Not
201.6.
Yeah, no, let's not too worry about too much about that. We'll wait till the TSL timing cashes and springs Josh Harvey back up to the top, because don't worry about watching him drop down the field. That's just a timing glitch. We'll worry a bit about Dave Langley. I imagine that's a glitch as well, actually.
I'll have a look out for him, because he was in between the Kilworth brothers.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll have a look. There is Travis Rooker, and Ben Brown's right on the case of Travis Rooker now. Mitch Ducran up next, Adam Jameson, Morgan Creasy, then there's Logan, Toby Finnis, Hayden, ahead of Rob Solmer, then Jordan Kilworth, then there's Terry Smith. So yeah, that has been roughly where Dave Langley came across the line at the end of lap number 1. But Josh Harvey is already on his way around Oggies onto Williams as the rest of the chasing pack are going through Hamilton's.
Big old gap there. The timing screen hasn't quite updated, so we're going to keep us in suspense as to exactly what sort of time Josh Harvey set on that particular lap. He's going to be tripping the timing beam over the back very shortly, because I don't think it's a timing glitch actually, or maybe it is now. Maybe he's lost the screen somewhere around about, as the number 11 suddenly springs out of life there. That is Harvey. Oh, he's already gone round. Yeah, he's a 19.722, 59.827.
10th and a half away.
Oh, he's so close, Matt. He's coming, and that was the first flying lap there.
He's gone purple again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's gone purple again. I'm not quite sure how much better purple it is, because you haven't got the old purple there. But he's done a 19.722 in the first sector. Here he comes through Murray's. Let's see if it keeps us in suspense. Those two twins have a good little battle behind them. They're pretty much side by side, Rooker and Brown. Brown's not used to the top step of the podium. He'd love to pull one over the line. We go then. Oh no, it's 2 minutes, 0.179, so a relatively slow second sector there. In fact, if we took the 4/10 of a second off that he was slower in that sector, that would have been the lap record. So if he put the two halves of the lap together, he would have claimed a lap record, Matt. But you've got to do it all at the same time, as you well know. You can't go going, yeah, I would have been quicker. But Ben Brown is quicker, because he comes across the line 0.064 ahead of Travis Rooker. Mitch Ducran is about a second behind those guys, but Mitch is the quickest of the three of them on that particular lap, so I'm not going to write him off the top step of the podium. Second place in the Thunderbike Sport is Adam Jameson now. He moves into second ahead of Morgan Creasy, as Logan Stone unfortunately drops to fourth place. He's got Toby Finnis behind him. And you mentioned that we've got to keep an eye on the twin lap record as well. We're not into the 201 today.
Toby Finnis is in front of Logan Stone now, and Logan Stone has got Hayden Kilworth for close company as they go around the left-hander at Agastinis, and Hayden Kilworth across the line behind Logan Stone. Let's have a look. It was around about half a second, but now he's right on his case as they go through the left-hander at Hamilton's, and Hayden Kilworth has gotten quicker and quicker throughout the course of this weekend. A bit of a gap back between himself and Rob Saltmer, who's got Jordan Kilworth for close company now through the right-hander. The way to tell them apart, Jordan is the blue and purple, number 153. Hayden's the blue and red with the number 4.
There we go. Well, you can say the same about any bikes, really. Just look at the different colours, I suppose.
Well, that's it. Yeah, the difference is the number of the riders.
Right, lots of greens coming in, but most notably, the sector time for Josh Harvey in sector 1 this time is half a second or so, 6/10 of a second, in fact, away from the previous best. So it's not looking good for the lap record. Even if he went purple in the second sector, you'd have to shave a whole lot of time off. So we'll wait and see, but I don't think we're going to be seeing a lap record this time round. So Josh will be kicking himself, because the riders all have access, of course, to give an idea of what their perfect lap could have been, and he'll be cursing when he sees that his perfect lap could have been the magic lap record. However, I say that we've still got 3 laps left in this race, as Brown, Rooker, Ducran all come across the line. No change in that of the 3 of them. Still very close, covered by less than a second. James has now got a 3/4 of a second lead over Creasy, with Toby Finnis behind her. None of these twins has managed to break into the magic 201 bracket, so lap records in both classes looking reasonably safe at the moment. But those 3 laps left could make all the difference. Hayden Kilworth comes across the line, having punched his way past Logan Stone, who drops 2 places overall, 1 place in class, but he's going to come under pressure from Jordan Kilworth. Is he? Well, Jordan is 4.5 seconds back, so probably not.
I was having a look. Obviously, it's a very close battle between the top 3 of the twins in second, third, and fourth overall. Across the line, it was 27 Ben Brown, 7 Travis Rooker, and 66 Mitch Ducran. So far this season, Ben Brown hasn't taken a victory in the Super Twins.
No, I was just saying that before. And yep, he would love it. He's not used to visiting the top step of the podium either during the season or at the end of the season, to be fair. He's one of these poor guys who seems to be a bit of a perpetual runner-up. But you don't always have to be a runner-up, unlike Mr. Fishweek. But as our Thunderbike Extreme champion Tony Russo proved last year, of course, he'd been the bridesmaid several times in that particular class, but finally came good at the end. So Harvey back into the 19s, 0.2 of a second away from his absolute best in this race, but this still shows he's pushing on very hard indeed. And again, he's still got an empty track in front of him. He's not getting into any back markers, and if he's really lucky, he won't catch anybody as a back marker before the end of the race. So I've got a suspicion that one of the bikes might be tripping into him, as Dave Langley gets confirmed as having retired from the race there. Here comes Josh then, looking to beat that 59.827 that he did earlier. Does he go purple? No, it's 2 minutes 0.7. So Matt is looking safer and safer, but yeah, can't breathe a sigh of relief, and we're still got another visit to Snetterton later in the year. So here come the twins then, and what's happening? It is Brown, Rooker, Ducran, no change once again. In fact, if anything, it's gone Brown's way as he goes a little bit quicker. We're only talking a couple of tenths of a second, but that could be huge when you're arguing over fractions of a second. Adam Jameson there in 5th place ahead of Morgan Creasy, so no change as Finish comes across the line, 4th of the twins.
Top two in the twins, 201.1, 201.3, both under the existing lap record.
Wow, that suddenly came out of nowhere. Well spotted there, mate. Yeah, you're right, the pair of them are absolutely flying,
old
aren't
lap
they?
record 201.667 for Zach Weston last August, I think it was, but yeah, Ben Brown at 201.1 and Travis Rooker at 201.3.
So that kind of proves the point that there are some lap records to be set out there. Oh, somebody retiring over the line there. That was Kane Farr, I think, who came across the line and suddenly pulled over to the right of the circuit. Well out of harm's way there, and he's got a couple of marshals there to look after him as well. So, yeah, no disrespect to Ben Brown, but the name Ben Brown in lap records is not something you tend to associate, but fair play to Ben. He's looking good to win his first race of the year at the moment if he keeps pushing on like that. Travis Rooker, though, the youngster from Sweden, he'll be trying to chase hard and regain that advantage. And there is a big gap between Josh Harvey and those guys, so that means they've got a pretty empty track to play with. And the pair of them have got the advantage that they might get a little bit of a slipstream effect as well, particularly Travis Rooker. There's no change at the sharp end there, so Ben Brown continues to lead them as Josh Harvey's coming around to Murray's now. We can see the machine of Oakley there coming towards the line, and it might well be that Josh Harvey's going to catch him. Josh very slow in the first sector that time. Does a 21, which is 21.3, about a second and a half slower than his best, so not going to get a lap record this time round. Now, if he's going to pull something out of the hat, he's running out of time very rapidly. He's got 1 lap to go now.
Yeah, looking for the battle of the twins, and they're coming towards. No, in fact, Adam Jameson and Morgan Creasy, there's nothing to separate them for second and third in the Thunderbike Sport. But here comes Ben Brown across the line, and he's pulled out a bit of an advantage over Travis Rooker now. In fact, it was, let's have a look, 1.4 seconds quicker on that previous lap was Ben Brown over Travis Rooker. So as you said, Keith, 1 more lap to go. So before this race, he'd not won a race this season, and I don't think he's got any lap records, but he could be changing that in this race.
That'd be absolutely brilliant for Ben Brown. Hit really well. If he can claim a race win and a lap record in the same race, he'll be absolutely over the moon. It doesn't get much better than that, really doesn't. No great changes anywhere. Hayden Kilworth does go past on Toby Finnis, but again, that's only for an overall position. Each of them is running 4th in their respective classes at this stage, they'll both be enjoying the good little scrap between them. Andy Houghton is going to move up a place this lap, as is everybody behind him, of course. That will put Andy into 14th, so making up a lot of places from his back of the grid start. Harvey onto the long back straight on his own.
Ben Brown in towards the right-hander at August, Keith, and he's got a healthy advantage over Toby Finnis. I think that was, Travis Rooker, then Mitch Ducran. Hayden Kilworth in front of Toby Finnis, as you said. Logan Stone a second or so behind Toby Finnis, and then it's Jordan Kilworth, so it has spread out in the midfield throughout the course of this race. I see Hayden Kilworth, I think that's maybe a PB for him, a 2 minute 3.2, bearing in mind he started this weekend in the 206s, so he'll be happy with his performance.
That's an impressive change. We've got a PB in Sector 1, not overall, but as a PB if you're already on lap record pace for Ben Brown. He's pushing on hard. This could be another lap record. He might get a little bit quicker once again. Wait and see. He's still got Travis Rooker, very close company though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he managed to pull out a second or so as Josh Harvey comes across the line, and it's a 2:02 on that final lap. But here comes the number 27 machine, I think, for... Where is he coming out of Murray's now? Here he is. So it is going to be Ben Brown taking his first victory of the season in the Super Twins, and takes the lap record in the Super Twins as well. Here at Snetterton with a 2-minute 1.185.
So Josh Harvey, just to not rubbing it in at all, but it's going to be very annoying for him. Yeah, that would have been a 1:19.7, I think there, if I'm right.
1:19.7.
59.747.
Yeah. And the lap record is a 59.677.
Oh, no, so he wouldn't have quite got it, to be fair.
About a tenth away.
Yeah, no, so the lap record wasn't actually there for the taking. So that's a small consolation prize, but it's some consolation prize to Josh Harvey to know that he didn't actually have the lap record there. So there you go, Matt, your lap record's safe at least for another meeting. But I think the big congratulations in this race needs to go to Ben Brown for taking his first win of the season, and also the lap record home with him as well, shaving a few tenth of a second away from that previous mark. So Zach Weston, who came up and told you yesterday that the program was wrong, and it was that we've run the wrong lap record collection in the program, as we realised a bit later. Unfortunately, Zach, if you're still here, then your lap record's gone south anyway, mate. It's a bit of a shame, because it would have been nice to see your name in the program alongside the lap record. But I'm afraid that's racing. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windscreen, mate. And unfortunately, you got to be the bug this weekend. Great shame, but your name's in the other programs as the lap record holder, so I don't think you'll be crying in your soup too much. Right, everybody, well done. Rooker, Dukran, and Jamison and Creasy were the other podium finishers in that race, and Hayden Kilworth getting to grips with a bike once again and beating up his brother once more. Okay, here we go then. We have a visitor to the booth, and that tells me that it must be time for some CB 500 action, or sorry, some Thunderbike 500 action, of course.